Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I go any further, though, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter, as I view it as a quote luxury item end quote, despite the fact that I'm unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of powered chair or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair, so if this malfunctions as it recently did, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to the video I will be reacting to, you will find a fundraising spot fund link. Any and all support is welcome. Even $5 or $10 helps out and adds up over time. You can even contribute anonymously, and it only takes a few seconds to make a donation. I am endeavoring at the current time to refurbish my existing scooter as well as potentially have enough to purchase a new scooter. I'm doing this in light of what recently occurred as alluded to. I was without power to my scooter for roughly 2 weeks as the battery charging mechanism had failed entirely and needed to be replaced, which depleted the fundraising funds quite a bit for both the manual labor as well as with the part itself. So I am doing my best to try and recoup that loss as well as to have parts on hand to continue the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter as well as to potentially, like I said, obtain a new one. That way I'm never without. I can always have a backup in 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 the wings, so to speak, if necessary. With all of that stated, please do what you can at the spot fund account below. During that 2 week time frame, I had to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, severely limiting my independence. And it was a traumatizing, harrowing experience, and I'm still recovering from that emotionally. And it's not easy to have what little independence I rely on stripped away at a moment's notice. So I don't want that to occur again, and I'm doing my best to keep the fundraiser going. So please do what you can. Any and all support is welcome. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Also, please, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as part of my media awareness YouTube family. In addition to that, please like and share. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this video itself and the project itself if you know any further information about it, as this is completely new to me. So, a few days ago, there was a video posted by Stephen Wilson. Stephen Wilson should need no introduction, but for those of you unaware of who he is the brainchild of Porcupine Tree, the progressive rock band from the 1990s who've gone on to superstardom worldwide and really done an amazing job in terms of the career. Um, Stephen, of course, is also an established solo artist, mainly overseas, but he's also known for remastering and remixing classic albums for a multitude of bands. In addition to that, he is one gentleman who is involved in numerous side projects as well, and this is one of them. Base Communion is a project I've never actually listened to. I've been a fan of Stephen's work since the early 2000s when I first heard Porcupine Tree. So I am finally diving into Base Communion with the title track from the newest album, which is the Itself of Itself. And unfortunately, this was only available as a limited edition CD release and is now being reissued on vinyl as a limited edition as well. I really don't know what to expect from this. The description of the actual track itself, which is linked below, has a lot of information that's really interesting about the track, including that the video really didn't have a budget per se, and what Steven did was he handed the track over to a gentleman who derived AI images for the video, but the editing and the actual video itself was done by human, not by AI. So the images may be AI generated, but the actual video itself was edited and fully developed by a human, not a cat. Hello. Hi. Um, so, with all of that stated, um, with all of my reaction videos, this will be linked below. I'm doing this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So please always click on the source link below. In addition to that, you can experience it in its optimum video and audio quality as it was meant to be experienced, as opposed to secondhand via my video with me in the corner of the screen up there somewhere like a mime in a box. So with all of that out of the way, and if this is blocked as well, you'll be able to experience it via that link in its entirety as well. But let's hope it's not blocked, and let's hope we can experience Base Communion, the Itself of Itself, the title track from the newest Base Communion project, and I will be back following this with my assessment of this track itself. The itself of itself, to be precise. So, Base Communion, the Itself of Itself, the title track from the newest album. I actually, before I decided to film my conclusion here, after experiencing that track, I went online to see if the album is available digitally for either download purposes, to own it as a digital download, or to stream on Spotify. It is not on Spotify that I could find, and it is not available to buy digitally on Amazon. The audio CD, interestingly, is available on audio CD for $20. I did put it on the Amazon Media Awareness wish list. Um, However, much to my dismay, I probably will not have it before it goes out of stock, as I am taking care of bills and other issues with my scooter itself at this time and life itself at this time. So unfortunately, Base Communion may not be in my possession, at least not this particular release, the Itself of Itself. And I'm really kind of sad about that because this track had me absolutely captivated. I was really drawn in by the ambient landscape soundscape that was painted basically for the listener. And yes, I was seeing images that were presented to us, but I was also sort of conjuring my own separate images in my brain that went along with what I was hearing. And that's typically what I do with a lot of music. I tend to formulate a abstract storyline depending on the music, the style, etc. And this was really, really interesting. Some might label it as pretentious. I do not think it's pretentious. I think it's brilliant. I think it is really an incredible exploration in what is possible with sound and how sound itself can evoke emotions and unconscious images, especially at certain points in our lives. But I'm really impressed with Base Communion, and I'm going to be exploring more of the material online that I can access. Um, I do regret not being able to order Base Communion on CD off of the Amazon site. It is on the media awareness wish list. Um, there is a possibility, as a result of that, that it may end up in my hands if someone out there decides to send it my way. If not, I will eventually hear it in some way, shape, or form, I'm sure. But I am beyond impressed with this title track and just the eerie quality of it and the unsettling nature of it. Yet it just has its own unique um, feeling, for lack of better words. It's music with feeling, it's sound with feeling. And typically, sound and feeling are not something that can go hand in hand. Real good musicians can make sound and imagery become one thing. You know, directors like David Lynch was a master in soundscape, especially in movies like Eraserhead, Same thing with Alexander Jodorowsky, especially with El Topo and the Holy Mountain. To those two films really have amazing cinematography, amazing sound, and God, this really put me in a different headspace today, and it's inspiring. It's really inspiring. So there you have my reaction to Base Community itself of itself. Um, Currently available in limited form on TV. It's almost out of stock on Amazon. It will be it will be available on vinyl according to the description on the video itself, and the vinyl version is limited and available from both the base communion site as well as um, Burning Shed, of course. The outlet that brings us all of the merchandise that is typically the cool stuff that we can't find anywhere else, for lack of better words. Um, that's how I describe Burning Shed. They always have the really cool stuff. But I was able to find this on Amazon, like I said, and it is on the media awareness wish list, which is linked below in the description. Also, linked below in the description, you can find my Facebook contact information. You're welcome to reach out to me there if you're inclined, or my email address, either or. If you'd like to open the dialogue about base communion, I'm more than happy to discuss my thoughts on this in greater detail, even in the comment section, as I'm really, really blown away by the magnitude of creativity on this track. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Also, I hope that you guys will remember that the fundraiser continues. Any and all help is welcome. Even the smallest contributions are helpful, and they are really, really imperative at this point in time. I want to feel safe and secure in my home and outside my home. And to do so, having a backup scooter in the form of my existing scooter refurbished is that solution. And utilizing a new scooter on a day-to-day basis, and if something goes wrong, just easily maneuvering into the backup scooter. That is the ideal situation, and it's logical to me, and I hope it's logical to you out there as well. This is Rob with Media Awareness, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.